I don't think that it's being talked about enough that this may be the biggest regular season college basketball has had in a long time. We could have a Final Four preview, the four number one seeds preview, however, which way you want to look at it. There are stars all over the court this weekend as Duke takes on Michigan and Arizona takes on Houston.
Yes, I watched the game last night. Hilton Coliseum is special. Iowa State was trailing Houston by 10 late in the second half, and they came back to win that
Yep.
game. That was number 2 against number 6. Arizona lost twice in the past week against
Yep.
Kansas and Texas Tech. So,
and those were the only two losses, and one of those went to overtime.
yes.
From what I've watched this year, to me, I think this game between Duke and Michigan is not only going to be the game of the year, but depending on what bracket they're in, I think this could be a national championship preview. I think they are the two deepest teams in the country. I think Michigan can just outshoot people, and they're long, they're great defenders. I question whether in the tournament they have enough guard play to go on, a championship run, but they very well could. And then Duke, like they have all the talent in the world.
Cam Boozer
is going to be a top 3 pick in the draft. You have on the Houston side, Kingston Flemings is going to be a top 5 pick in the draft this year. So, like, if you really want to get into college basketball, I would say this weekend would be the time to start watching.
Kingston Flemings reminds me of SGA to a certain extent. I don't know how much.
I believe they're the same size, 6'4", very similar style.
Yeah. So Kingston Fleming, he can hit that mid-range shot. He doesn't get to the free throw line as much as SGA. Whether you want to call him a free throw merchant or not, that's not what I'm saying here. I know you feel that SGA is a free throw merchant. Again, not part of the conversation.
Well, we're not talking about SGA here.
I only mentioned that because I was comparing him to.
No, I get it. Arizona is a very good defensive team as well. They can shoot the three. Sometimes I feel like they rely too much on the three.
Yeah, the Big 12 feels like last year's version of the SEC. But the problem is, once you get past like Texas Tech, Arizona, Iowa State, Kansas, Houston.
Baylor's in there, I believe, as well.
I wouldn't say Baylor as much.
Fair.
But like Kansas State isn't great. Cincinnati, not great. BYU, like they have.
Okay.
They're exactly. They're okay. But like last year's SEC, you had like 13 or 14 teams that got into the tournament.
Yeah, I mean, the Big 12 is definitely, I feel like, the conference this year. I think the Big 10 is down a little bit again outside of Michigan. So
Michigan and Purdue are playing each other tonight. That's a top 7 matchup, I believe. The annoying part, though, is that game is only on Peacock. Like, I get it. The NBC is tied up with
Winter
Olympics, which is part of the reason I don't love that, the Big Ten isn't on ESPN anymore, because I would have loved for this Michigan-Purdue game to be on ESPN. But, because it's like, why would I go out of my way to watch on Peacock?
Yes, Saturday. By the way, Arizona and Houston are 3 o'clock on ABC. Duke and Michigan is at 6 o'clock over on ESPN. I don't remember a weekend where we got literally 1 versus 3 and 2 versus 4 on the same day.
Yeah, I don't remember a game like that, a weekend like that. And I love that, we're in the midst of conference play, and yet we're getting a neutral site game, Michigan, Duke.
Yeah.
Like, that's great. Like, we got a neutral site game in Nashville over the weekend. Ohio State, Virginia. It came right down to the final seconds.